It won't interfere with the current building. It'll be near it, but not touching it.
The People's House isn't a vanity project. It's a trust. Yet, cameras caught heavy machinery ripping into the East Wing while lawyers scrambled for statutes and donors lined up for access. One number kept echoing through the chatter. $250 million for a golden ballroom funded, he said by himself. How many donors will it take?
Maybe one, me.
But the pitch changed. Behind closed doors, the checks grew real names and bigger zeros. A couple of you I'm sitting here saying, so would $25 million be appropriate? It doesn't take too many 25s to get us pounds. But once you follow the money, the law follows you back. The National Capital Planning Act requires submission and review for major federal alterations on White House grounds. The NCPC Preservation Committees, NEPN, of those are optional when you start tearing into a landmark in the nation's capital. Yet a Trump-appointed chair signaled demolition doesn't need approval. If that's the rule now, then the rule is there are no rules. The board does not have jurisdiction over demolition or site preparation. We deal with construction vertical. That's not how preservation works. Vertical is a dodge. Demolition is the whole point. And the donuts, if corporate money buys a plaque on the White House, you're not just building a whole, selling a piece of the republic. That's where emoluments alarms start ringing, where anti-quid pro quo statutes wake up, and where disclosure laws stop being paperwork and become evidence. But are you blocking foreign donations for the ballroom?
Honestly, I never even thought of it, but it doesn't matter. I'm putting up my money, but it doesn't even matter.
Contrast the promise with the pitch. First, it's my money. Then, it doesn't take many 25s. If you're offering naming rights on the People's House to corporations or overseas friends, that's not philanthropy, it's leverage. This ISNTA decor fight. It's separation of powers colliding with play. Article I says Congress holds the purse. You don't swap appropriations with oligarch sponsorships and call it civic spirit. Article 2 says take care the laws be faithfully executed. That includes preservation, planning, disclosure, and the basic idea that the White House is bigger than any presidency. Meanwhile, demolition images multiply daylight shots of ripped facade, night shots bathed in work lights while the legal clock runs out. Injunctions live or die on urgency and harm. What's more urgent than a historic wing under active tether dam? What's more irreparable than history in a landfill? That's why the path forward is simple and fast. File for an emergency injunction. Force plan submission under the National Capital Planning Act, compel disclosures on donor sources, and wall off any foreign or corporate quid pro quo from touching a federal property that belongs to 330 million Americans. If the defense is vertical only, put the statute in front of a judge and ask one question. Since when is demolition not construction? Because if bulldozers decide what the law means, the law is already gone. And if a name can be etched on the White House for $25 million, then the real demolition isn't happening outside. It's happening to the line between public trust and private purchase.